Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking about profanity, which I understand can be kind of a touchy subject with some people, so bear with me. There has been a general increase in the use of profanity spoken in both public and private settings, which may have negative effects on public actions and private actions alike. The media has slowly allowed more and more profanity into the things that we see, listen to, and read. Words that would have been censored by the media 20 years ago are now commonplace. Within the broadcasting media, 9 out of 10 programs contained at least one obscenity, and most television programs have an incident of risque language approximately once every 5 minutes. As the media have changed their standards of acceptance of profane language, the public's exposure to words that were traditionally considered taboo has increased. We have changed our standards of acceptance. What have we changed our standards from, you might ask? Let's start with the 1950s. See, today more people use profane language on a weekly basis than ever before. Although no conclusive data has been collected on swearing in the 1950s, phrases such as son of a ship were more common in their writing than profanities. I have a little pie chart. It says, how often do you use profanity in your language? 46% said a few times a week or more. 32% said a few times a month. And 21% said never. The point is, we do use much more profanity now than we did in the 50s, 60s, any time back then. Any time before now. Back then people dressed up more often and generally were more polite. They used less profanity in public. Movies depended on good acting instead of special effects to tell engaging stories, and depictions of intimacy and violence left the details to one's imagination. But why does profanity matter? The truth is, the way we talk has effects on the way we act. Profane language affects us badly. It affects the people around us badly, especially our children. Profanity affects children's behavior, and the following quote will show a little bit of that. Research shows that profanity is not harmless, said Bushman, a mass communications professor. Children exposed to profanity in the media think that such language is normal, which may reduce their inhibitions about using profanity themselves. And children who use profanity are more likely to aggress against others, end quote. Teens are also affected by inappropriate language. Researchers say that the link between profanity and adolescent aggression was significant even while accounting for the content of the programming or games. However, from a layman's point of view, it would appear that there is a real danger in this study that profanity is simply acting as a marker for more violent and aggressive content. Finally, adults are perversely affected. If children and even teenagers are negatively affected, then so are adults, because we all grow up and bad habits only seem to get worse with age. The negative effects on society by profanity cannot be disputed. And I'd just like to add that I've seen a lot of people in the military who use a great deal of profanity, and while some may say that that's just the culture and that's how it's supposed to be in the military, my personal belief is that the military is meant to be a professional establishment that sets an example to the rest of the country, that shows them that we are responsible and we can fight for their freedoms. And yes, people everywhere have the right to free speech, They can say whatever they want to, and they will say whatever they want to. But if we use a little less profanity, I know that our lives would improve. We would feel less anger, be in better moods typically. And I know myself, I haven't used profanity since I was in high school, and I was the only person in basic training who didn't use it throughout the 8.5 weeks. And a lot of people respected that, and they thought it was pretty cool. But I know that using profanity can not only hurt ourselves but the people around us.